Safanad isn't as hyped up as some other Parfums de Marly creations such as Delina, Oriana or even Valaya. Does that mean this fragrance isn't worth your time and money, or is this a very underrated gem? How it performs and how similar it is to other perfumes on the market, well, you will find out in this video. Hello everyone, I'm Miri and welcome back. Here we talk in depth about fragrances, and that's why first I want to tell you a bit about the inspiration for the name of this perfume. Safanad is named after the ancestor of Arabian horses, the oldest of all horse breeds that has existed for several thousand years. And also you probably know about a Bible story of when the Queen of Sheba wanted to visit King Solomon because she heard of his wisdom. Well, according to the legend, one of the gifts she presented to the King Solomon was a horse named Safanad, and Safanad actually means the pure. Therefore, this perfume should reflect the grace, quality and elegance of thoroughbred, and that gracefulness is definitely visible in the packaging itself. The bottle is, well, it's very attractive, chic and just elegant. It has this see-through glass with amber-like golden juice, black tassels and then jeweled cap. This elegant aesthetic gives an oriental princess vibe, but is this scent just as royal and elegant? In the initial spray, the first thing I can smell is pear. It feels dewy, but it's delicious. It's a bit watery and somehow green. So the opening does have some bubbly sparkliness, probably from the orange, and I don't get any artificial sweetness. It just smells clean and naturally sweet. So the opening smells to me like you're picking soft, fresh, ripe golden pear from the pear tree, and you're taking a bite full of pear juicy sweetness while the breeze tickles your nose with a slight fresh and green vibe. I really love this bright but also syrupy sweet ripe pear opening, and I wished it lasted a bit longer. Just 5 minutes later, the orange blossom becomes the most prominent note, and here orange blossom is very sweet, it's honeyed, it has this solar warmth, and that sunny vibe comes from ylang ylang. I must say I don't always love in perfumes because sometimes ylang ylang can give like a dated or a bit too mature vibe, or sometimes it can feel a bit too banana-like, but in Safanad, ylang ylang gives a warmth, like this mysterious sweetness. It gives a honeyed, syrupy feel and like a custard aroma. So although at first glance this seems like a very simple honeyed orange blossom perfume, no, it's actually very nuanced. I can smell some jasmine here as well, with something powdery, a bit earthy, probably iris, and then that iris gives at moments like a smooth leathery vibe. But for the most part of where this is a very rich syrupy orange blossom, and if you live in the countryside like me, or if you ever visited some rural area, then you might probably feel this heart smells like the scent of linden trees in full bloom. So the scent of that, sweet honeysuckled pollen with some bitter lemon feel coming from the linden trees, this is what the heart of Safanad reminds me of. But if you haven't smelled linden trees or lived somewhere near them, then the heart might smell to you like orange custard. So imagine you're on a picnic, you're eating orange custards in the flower meadow under the linden tree. And this is the scent you get. It's very syrupy sweet, but floral, and it has a sunny vibe. And then in the base, orange is still noticeable with some vanilla and amber and a bit of woodiness. But I never smelled the actual scent of sandalwood. Here, sandalwood feels a bit more abstract, but because of vanilla that comes through in the base, Safanad loses its custardy feel in the deep dry down and becomes less syrupy and more creamy and slightly powderish. So the dry down smells to me like the scent of watching sunset with a few oranges left after the picnic, so you get this mix of warm, cozy amber with some orangey feel. And Safanad is truly a perfume that will take you on a journey from, eating juicy pears to enjoying orange custards in the flower meadow and then basking in the last rays of sunlight surrounded by the scent of oranges. And although it changes a lot, it's always warm, rich and sweet fragrance. It smells deliciously sweet, but even though it's sweet, it never smells juvenile or like candy-like or very youthful. It has this grown-up, mature queen vibe, and despite being a sweet fragrance, it still smells classy and sophisticated, and that's not easy to achieve. So to me, this is something that would be great for both daytime and nighttime wear, but it would be better for like formal situations, for special occasions, for date nights. When you look at the notes, you might think, this is something for fall and winter, but it can be worn during the summer evenings and anytime during the spring, fall and winter. And the reason why is because the scent changes and it adapts to the season you're in. For example, I've been testing Safanad last year in the summer, and as I can remember, Safanad was like this beautiful, creamy, tropical, almost like a sunscreen type of fragrance, probably because of ylang ylang with some orange blossom honeyed vibe. But now I'm testing it and this is simply a honeyed orange blossom scent. So just keep in mind that depending on the temperature and weather, this scent will change and different notes may be prominent on different skin chemistries. But overall, Safanad gives an unbuttered, classy vibe with a delicious honeyed nectar-like sweetness, and I do like it a lot. So my rating for its scent profile would be 8.5 out of 10. Considering the performance, I get maybe about 6 hours of wear on my skin, but on tester strip and on clothes, this lasts even the next day. The only issue I have with Safanad is the projection and sillage. It projects only for the first hour and then it becomes a very quiet skin scent. After the fourth hour, I need to put my, nose up to my arm so I would be able to smell it. So this is a quieter, more restrained type of fragrance, and therefore I would rate its performance with 6.5 out of 10. If you enjoyed this review so far, then boop the like button, hit the notification bell and subscribe. That's important feedback to me. And now let's talk about the pros and cons of Safanad and will this stay in my collection. The first negative point is that for some this might be too sweet, because this is definitely sweet, honeyed, syrupy, custard type of scent. And the second negative point, this might feel a bit too mature for you, because although it has sweetness, as I've said, this has a more grown-up, mature scent profile, but not in like grandma type of way, no, but like in a more serious, put together, rich auntie type of way. And also because it reminds me of my mom and my aunt, who used to wear perfumes such as Lancome's Poème and Jean-Paul Gaultier's Classique. And now to positive points. First one is this has signature scent potential. Because Safanad blends with your skin chemistry, it adapts to the season you're in, it adapts to the occasion, it won't bother other people because it doesn't project too much. So yes, if you're considering and looking out for a signature perfume, why not check out Safanad? And the second positive point is that it will give you dignified, rich, classy vibe. Since it feels more grown up compared to other similar honeyed, sweet orange blossom perfumes on the market, Safanad is a scent of a woman attending some gala fancy dinner and making a very dignified and confident entrance. She's not loud or extravagant, but she's very classy, she's well-mannered, and she's so elegant in her every move. So this is the scent of classiness and elegance bottled. I do think Safanad is a bit underappreciated in the Parfums de Marly collection and it doesn't get enough attention. It's really pretty and you will like it if you like sweet orange blossom perfumes and if you enjoy the scent profile of Lancome's Poem, Jean Paul Gaultier Classique, or even Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, just to name a few similar perfumes to Safanad. This is an elegant nectar-like fragrance for those who like quieter, more discreet type of perfume, and I do enjoy it a lot, but the thing that bothers me a bit is the price. If this was priced for like $150, I would absolutely recommend it. I would tell you, you need to get this in your collection, but for its current price and for the lack of projection, and if you consider there are some similar designer offerings, especially since this perfume reminds me very much, and it smells to me like a tamed version of Au Pays de la Fleur d'Oranger Neroli Blanc Intense. That perfume I already reviewed. I will put the link of that video somewhere up here and in the description box. Overall, I like Safanad, but I already have several fragrances in the sweet orange blossom category, so I'm not sure will it permanently stay in my collection, but what I can certainly tell you is that this is one of my favorites Parfums de Marly creations. I really enjoy it. So 3 words or adjectives I would describe it with would be honey orange blossom, and my rating for its scent profile and performance is 7.5 out of 10. Share your thoughts and experiences about Parfums de Marly Safanad. Also, let me know, does it remind you also of Jean Paul Gaultier's Classique and Au Pays de la Fleur d'Oranger Neroli Blanc Intense? And does it last better on you? And if you want to see my in-depth comparison between Parfums de Marly, Delina and Oriana, then check out this video next. I will see you there. Bye!